Most people think false beliefs exist because people are uninformed. That explanation feels comfortable, but it is wrong, because the people most vulnerable to delusion are often the most intelligent. In fact, the smarter someone is, the better they can become at defending beliefs that are not true. If that feels unsettling, it should, because this doesn't just apply to politicians or extremists or strangers on the internet. It applies to you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why intelligence can increase bias and what actually protects you from becoming trapped by your own mind. We like to imagine intelligence as a searchlight, a tool that automatically moves us closer to truth. But intelligence is not a compass. It is an engine, and engines do not choose destinations. They only amplify the direction they are pointed. Think of intelligence like a microscope. A microscope does not decide what matters. It only magnifies what is already placed beneath the lens. If you place truth beneath it, you will see truth more clearly. But if you place identity beneath it, status, belonging, fear, then intelligence will magnify those instead. This is why intelligent people can arrive at radically different conclusions, while each feels internally coherent. The reasoning is sound. The logic is tight. But the starting point was never questioned. Physics has a name for this kind of behavior: constraint-driven systems. A system does not explore every possible outcome. It optimizes within boundaries. Human cognition works the same way. Once a belief becomes a constraint, intelligence optimizes inside it, not outside it. This is why facts alone rarely change minds, because facts enter a system already shaped by prior commitments. The system doesn't reject them. It absorbs them and repurposes them. This isn't weakness. It's efficiency. But efficiency is not the same as truth. This is where many misunderstandings begin. Because intelligence is not truth-seeking by default, it is goal-seeking. In research, this distinction matters very much. Studies have shown that people with higher reasoning ability are not less biased. Often, they are more biased, not because they understand less, but because they reason better in defense of what they already believe. When information feels neutral, intelligent minds evaluate it well. But when identity is involved, politics, morality, belonging, that same intelligence goes to work protecting the self. This is not stupidity. It is tempting to believe that false beliefs belong to ignorance. That if people just knew more, they would think differently. But history tells a different story. Some of the most destructive ideas ever produced were designed by highly educated minds. They were not accidental. They were justified, systematized, defended with logic. Intelligence supplied the structure. Motivation supplied the direction. This is why beliefs that feel meaningful spread faster than beliefs that are merely true. Meaning activates identity. Identity activates defense, and defense activates intelligence. Once that loop forms, contradiction feels like attack, correction feels like humiliation, and doubt feels like danger. The mind responds the way any system does under threat. It stabilizes. It resists change. Not because it is broken, but because it is functioning as designed. It is adaptation. Human intelligence did not evolve to discover objective truth. It evolved to maintain survival, status, and social cohesion. Beliefs are tools. A tool is judged by what it does, not by whether it is beautiful, not by whether it feels true, but by whether it functions within a system. Some beliefs coordinate groups. Some reduce anxiety. Some signal loyalty. Some protect status. Truth is only one possible function, and often not the most important one. From a systems perspective, a belief that is false but stabilizing can outcompete a belief that is true but disruptive. Because systems prioritize survival, not accuracy. This is why entire cultures can organize around stories that are not literally true, yet remain highly resilient. The belief persists not because it explains reality, but because it maintains cohesion. Intelligence then enters the picture as an optimizer. It strengthens the belief, refines it, defends it against attack, not out of malice, but out of alignment with the system's goal. Understanding this changes how we interpret disagreement. It is rarely about facts. It is about function. Some explain reality, others protect identity, and the mind is very good at choosing the second when the stakes feel personal. This is why two intelligent people can look at the same facts and walk away more convinced they are right. Their intelligence is not malfunctioning. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. At this point, many people ask, so how do we escape this? The instinctive answer is education. Learn more facts. Study logic. Understand biases. But here's the paradox. Those tools can make the problem worse, because if reasoning is used to justify belief, then more reasoning only sharpens the defense. Teaching someone about biases often teaches them how to diagnose others, not themselves. Logic becomes a weapon, not a mirror. So, if intelligence cannot save us, we often assume that awareness of bias solves bias. But awareness alone changes very little, because knowing that you are biased is not the same as noticing when you are biased. Bias operates before reasoning begins, before logic, before evidence. It selects which questions feel safe to ask and which feel dangerous. That selection happens quietly, automatically, which is why self-correction is so rare. The mind must first feel safe enough to be wrong. Without safety, curiosity cannot survive. It collapses into defense. This is why true learning often feels slow, uncomfortable, even lonely. Because curiosity does not offer certainty. It offers tension, an open loop, a willingness to delay closure. And that delay is precisely what allows truth to emerge. What can? This is where something subtle enters. Curiosity. Curiosity changes how intelligence behaves. When curiosity is present, the goal of thinking shifts. Instead of defending identity, the mind begins to explore uncertainty. This is subtle, but powerful. A curious mind does not ask, "How do I prove I'm right?" It asks, "What might I be missing?" That question changes everything, because now, information is no longer a threat. It becomes a signal, a clue, an invitation. Curiosity creates psychological safety. Psychological safety does not mean feeling good. It means feeling allowed to not know, to hesitate, to revise. In science, this is essential. Every discovery begins with uncertainty, with a question that refuses to settle. The moment certainty appears, inquiry stops. This is why the most dangerous phrase in thinking is not, "I don't know." It is, "I already understand." Curiosity keeps the system open, adaptive, responsive. Without it, intelligence becomes brittle, sharp, but fragile, able to cut, but unable to bend, not comfort, but openness. This is why curious people are harder to manipulate, not because they know more, but because they tolerate not knowing. They can sit with uncertainty without rushing to close the gap with belief. This capacity is rare, and it explains something you have probably noticed. Some people grow wiser with age, others grow more rigid. The difference is not intelligence, it is curiosity. Curiosity slows certainty. In physical systems, speed and stability often trade places. A fast-moving system can overshoot equilibrium. A slower system adjusts, self-corrects. Human belief systems behave similarly. Certainty accelerates conclusions. It feels efficient, decisive, but it reduces feedback. Once certainty locks in, new information has nowhere to go. It either gets rejected or distorted. Curiosity slows the process. It keeps the system near the edge, where feedback is still possible. This is uncomfortable, but adaptive. This is why many people mistake curiosity for weakness, because it delays answers, but in reality, it delays error. A curious mind does not collapse under complexity. It absorbs it, one piece at a time, over time. This produces something rare, not confidence, but calibration, a sense of how much you know and how much you don't. And that calibration is what keeps intelligence aligned with reality. And certainty is often where delusion begins. So, if intelligence does not guarantee truth and curiosity protects us from self-deception, then the real question is not, how smart am I? It is, what am I using my mind for? Because every belief serves a function. Some serve truth, others serve comfort, and intelligence will faithfully serve whatever goal you give it. Being wrong is not the danger. Refusing to question is. The most rational people are not those who are always correct. They are the ones most willing to change. If this idea made you uncomfortable, that's a good sign. Discomfort is often the edge of learning. Stay curious.